Today we've got a pickups video. It's been a long time coming, this one. Some of this crap has been here quite a while. Before we get into it, bit of a ramble. Yeah, this is definitely, I promise you, nobody believes me, this is the last pickups video. There won't be any more. For me, the collection is done. I'm done. Yeah. Doesn't mean I won't be going to the fairs. I always use an excuse to meet people, and there'll always be something to upgrade, something to swap out. But actually searching for shit, no more. Yeah, I'm going cold turkey. eBay's gone. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk of this lately. There's been a lot of talk about collections. Roger did a video. I didn't do a VR, mainly because I haven't had any time. I've literally been living at work 5-6 weeks. No time off, no days off. I'm absolutely worn out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I did a video about collecting, and I've been thinking about it a lot. I think what a lot of people said was right. Collecting's, well, it's nearly an illness. Yeah, it is in my case anyway. Thinking about it, I've always collected comics. What else have I collected? CDs, massive CD collection. I can't just buy a thing. For example, if I bought a Def Leppard CD, I like Def Leppard, so I have to have all the CDs, even the shit ones. Yeah, doesn't matter, got to get them all. Yeah, and it's the same with everything else. Before I collected games, when I got back into gaming, retro gaming, I collected ROMs. You know, spend hours downloading Amiga ROMs and putting them in folders. Never play them. You know, I've always collected stuff. Collected cars at one point. That's a silly idea. Don't collect cars. Yeah, especially old cars. They just break and cost money. Just like old consoles, but the numbers are higher. Yeah, yeah. So we're celebrating today. Back on the beer, since that's the last pickups video. We've got a lot of stuff to get through. Yeah, what we got? Got a board game. Got a book. Got some comics. Yeah, don't very often show comics. I've been going through all of this. All this is getting sorted and tidied away. And I found I have a collection of toxic comics, which was what Pat Mills did after 2000 AD. And I found I was missing 3. Anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, we've got some NES, some Game Boy. Yeah, we've took my Game Boy collection up to a huge amount. We're up to 4 now, and it's a duplicate. But I'll get into that in a minute. What else we got? Amiga, CD32, SNES, Mega CD, Mega Drive, N64, again, why, I don't know, 2, GameCube, and we've got some Switch, which I'll save to the end for those who are interested. Yeah, I asked if anybody was bothered about me showing Switch games. Nobody seems to care, or nobody picked up on the question anyway, so while I'm doing the pickups, they're in there anyway. So let's get started. We'll start with a gift. This was from my good friend Daryl, and it's a book. It's the Sinclair ZX Spectrum Compendium. Yeah, managed to get that out. Yeah, it's by Bitmap Books. I think they do a lot of retro books. It's a big weighted tome. It's mainly pictures, which is good because I'm not very good with words. Some classics there like Chucky Egg. What else we got? Daley Thompson. Yeah, just pictures of the games and then a brief description. It's definitely something I'll work through. Thank you, Daryl. Very much appreciated. We'll put that there. Cheers, if you're watching. Board game. Been after this for ages. It's not a very expensive game, but it's always damaged. There's some small parts. There's some small parts in this, and they're always broken. So I managed to get one that was complete and in good nick. The box needs a bit of straightening, and it's Thunder Road by MB Games. Not a lot of people remember this one. Basically, I don't know if you can see or not, but you race down this road. It's only 2 sections. It's about twice the length of this box, and when you get to the front, the back section gets took off and gets put on the front. So if you're not going fast enough, you get wiped out. And basically, it's like the end of Mad Max 3. You've got a car, a truck, a jeep, and an helicopter, or what do they call them, little helicopters? They've got a name, haven't they? Anyway, you've got one of them, and basically you have to race down, taking out the other opponents. It's good fun. It's easy to learn, as I recall, and it's not one of those board games like Monopoly that takes 16 weeks to play. Yeah, so I really wanted this back in the collection to go up there with my other board games. The helicopters are always broken, and they're not on this. And they're not helicopters. There's something else, but I can't remember. So that's Thunder Road. Yeah, yeah. I think in America it gets a different cover, which is pretty cool. But the import tax was ridiculous, so I stuck with the one I had. I'm going to put that on top of the Vectrex, because otherwise we're going to run out of room. So as I said earlier, we've got some comics. Well, we've got 3. I don't really collect comics, but I have a comic collection, if that makes sense. Toxic was something I read as a kid. Some really good stories in this, like Accident Man, which got made into a film. I've never seen it. I'm fairly sure it's very low budget and shit, but I might be wrong. Accident Man, who else was in it? Let's see if it says on the back. I can't remember, it's been a long time. The big one. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, some really good stories. I'm not selling this, am I? Some really good stories, and I was missing 17, 18 and 13. So I just got them, so I've got the complete set. It's not an expensive collection to get. I think there's a full set on eBay for 100 and odd quid. But it's just something I really enjoyed as a kid, and it's nice to have them all. So we've got 17, 18 and 13. And the guy I bought off was a big, I'm putting them, I'll put them on top of there. Not that you'll be able to see them. Yeah, the guy who I bought them from was a big comic seller, and if you bought 3, you got a free one. So I looked through, not really wanting out, but I saw this copy of 2000 AD and just loved the cover. Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant artwork. I've not even flicked through this. Used to buy these all the time. Love 2000 AD. Bit of Judge Dredd, bit of Slain. Yeah, brilliant. I might frame this and put it with a 2000 AD collection up there. Yeah, I think it looked pretty cool behind it. Maybe not. Who knows? So that's comics out of the way. Comics and the games. Yeah. Cheers. What we got next? Games. Yeah, got some expensive games here, and a few sealed ones as well. But that's for later. Let's get into it. Game Boy. Judge Dredd, again for the 2000 AD collection. I had this already. I have it, but it's dropped down the back of the unit, and it now lives in the big bundle of wires. And it was easier to get another copy, even though this doesn't come up very often, than pull all the unit out and look through the wires and then disturb something and find out something doesn't work. Yeah, so I have 2 copies of this, but I'll probably never see the other one unless I move. Yeah. Never played it. I've never played on a Game Boy. I have one. I've put batteries in it, got it working, and then took the batteries out. So that's as near as I've ever come to a Game Boy. I know everyone says you should play Tetris on it, but I haven't. I don't own it. Yeah, I don't buy games anymore. Yes, that's Judge Dredd. If you've played it, please do put in the comment section. There's no way on earth that's going to stand up. So it's going on there. Next, we've got some NES. The last 2 on my list. One was just, well, they're both curiosities really. The first one's Elite. Elite. I played this. It was £2. It wasn't £2. It wasn't. It was £2 at some point in its life. I paid a lot more. Yeah. Elite was a big 8-bit game on the BBC and the ZX Spectrum. Played it for hours. I didn't know it was out on the NES to start with, and I think Tutti showed it. He just got a box copy, I think, or I might have dreamt that. Anyway, I decided I really wanted to see how it played. I presume it saves to the car, because otherwise you're not going to get very far. This is a big game. Yeah, it's a space exploration trading game. I can't think of a modern modern game like that. There probably is some, I just don't know. Yeah, anyway, so it's Elite. Yeah, you fly about, you shoot space pirates, and you buy stuff and hopefully sell it for profit somewhere else, and you upgrade your spaceship. Yeah, great game, great game. Spent hours on it, on the speccy. Next one. I've never played any of this series. It's Metroid. Yeah, everybody tells me I should play it. I think I might have spent 10 minutes on the Super Nintendo one, but I'm not sure. Maybe. But yeah, I've got Metroid on the GameCube. And I think I've got all the versions apart from the new ones. But yeah, I've never played it. I know this is supposed to be the weakest one. The NES. But I just want to play it. I just want to give it a try. Yeah. Yeah, that's my reasoning behind that. Plus, I'm obsessive, and if I have one, I want the rest of the series. I know it's mental. We're all mental. What we got next? An upgrade. On the last, nobody will remember, on the last pickups video, I did say I'd finished the Master System set. But I knew I was missing a manual for Renegade. A copy came up. It was absolutely mullered. The box was pretty much destroyed. The inlay looked like a rat had been eating it, and the cart wasn't cracking either. But it had a manual. The manual, I think, yeah, the manual's in good nick. So I bought it and Frankenstein my copy to give me a good copy, because Renegade doesn't come that often, and it's not that cheap either. Yeah, so Renegade, my favourite game on the ZX Spectrum. The Master System version is very different, but well worth a play. I'd say it's not my favourite. The Speccy will always be my favourite version, but it's definitely one of the better versions. Yeah, manual's in really good condition, and it came with the poster that you always get with the Master System. You know, I'm not showing it. You've seen it before. Everyone's probably got 100 of them. Yeah, nice one. The box, I might have to swap the box. Yeah, the box wants to disappear inside itself. A bit like I do on a cold day. Yeah, so that's Renegade. Upgrade Renegade. Next, Amiga. I said last month I was happy if I had Lotus Turbo Challenge or Jaguar XJ220, but I wasn't. I lied. I needed them both. I had this back in the day. They're very similar games. For me, this one just pips Lotus 2 because it has a track editor, which was actually quite easy to use. You could make some mental tracks. It doesn't want to open. Inside we have got a registry card that no one ever fills in. What do you know, how often do I buy computer games? I'm not telling you. How much do you spend on games on average? Do I answer it what I tell my wife, or do I answer the truth? Yeah, I'm not filling that in. 2 floppies and a manual that, I mean, this is super mint. This has not been touched. Yeah, not touched, will never be read. Yeah, pretty good nick, no tears, just a bit of rubbing up there. Doesn't bother me. Original price on it, £24.99. Yeah, yeah. Most Amiga games don't go for that sort of money anymore. We're going to put that up. No, we're not. Oh, it's sitting down. And then finally, for the Amiga, we got Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder is a great game. You play if you've played Sensible Soccer, it's the same sort of graphics. You have teeny tiny little men, and you control them with a mouse. And you have to do, well, whatever it asks you to do. Sometimes you have to attack enemy bases. Sometimes you have to just take out the troops. You use the terrain to hide from them. It's really good fun. You really get attached to your soldiers. So when they die, and you go to like a boot hill, you can see all the dead soldiers you've lost. It's gutting. I never knew back in the day, and I owned this back in the day. If you look carefully, you can see it's like a camouflage picture, but there's a soldier. Probably everybody else in the world knew, but I never knew. I never noticed that. Yeah, it's bonkers. Let's have a look in the box. What have we got? We've got 3 discs. We've got, I don't know what this is. Oh, player's guide. Someone's left the player's guide in for cannon fodder. That's nice. I might be able to get past the 4th level. I never could. We've got a 50% discount at Virgin. I wonder if this is still valid. Per booking. Oh, it's for a holiday. I've just booked an holiday today. If I'd have known, I'd have took this and tried to cash it in. We've got paintballing card. Let's try that. It's in London though. I don't do London. Another bit about paintballing. Oh, there's other places. Birmingham, Northampton, Norfolk, Devon. These are all far away places. And then finally we've got the instructions. Fairly simple. It's a good game though. I think you can get it on the Mega Drive. I don't think it came out on the SNES. But really you need a mouse, in my opinion. I can't imagine it plays very well on the Mega Drive with the joystick. I could be wrong. I usually am. So that's cannon fodder. And this is Stella. What's next? Amiga CD32. Got 2 games. The first is Skeleton Crew. This is, it's like a slower paced isometric version of Loaded. I think that's the best way to explain it. Really cool artwork and pretty cool graphics. It looks a bit like if you've played Space Crusader in the Amiga. It looks a bit like that. Obviously you can move about and do stuff. As usual, instructions on the back of the inlay, just like a CD, the disc. Yeah, a bit boring Amiga game, CD32 games. At least the boxes don't explode. Next we've got Pirates. Bill, thingy, what's he call his channel? Something to do with, I can't remember. Anyway, Bill recommended this to me. It's Pirates. This is sealed. Yeah, don't very often find sealed Amiga CD32 games. I've not played this. I think it's you got a lot of these on the Amiga. That's like a series of mini games. Yeah, amass land, fame and fortune. Duel with the finest swordsman on the high seas. Yeah, sounds right up my street. I do like a pirate game. Interesting story with this one. The chap didn't really sell it very well. When you saw the pictures, it didn't mention it was sealed. It just showed a copy of Pirates, and nobody was touching it. But when you read his description, it turns out the reason it's sealed is the guy got given this. He didn't buy it. The guy who owned it was one of the programmers, and he'd had it, and just it was getting rid of stuff. They were having a clear out. So the guy who owned this was one of the guys who worked on the game, which I thought was pretty cool. I can't remember his name. He did tell me. I've forgotten because I am terrible. I'm a terrible human. Yeah, so anyway, it's supposed to be really good. Bill says it is. It's sealed though, so I can't play it. And it won't stand up, so I hate it. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Cheated. What have we got? Next we have got SNES game. As you know, I do not collect boxed SNES games, so it's loose cat. It is Super Metroid, to go with Metroid. Now I've no excuse not playing them because I've got them all. Yeah, got them all now. I think this is supposed to be the best one. Sort of a back and forth type of game as you build your character up and get new, not powers, new abilities. You can go to different areas. Yeah, that's about all I know about it, and that you're a girly like Lara Croft in a spacesuit. Yeah, that's my knowledge of Metroid. There. Final Mega CD game I wanted. Terminator. This was the guy had this up. This took weeks of haggling. The guy had is it a multi-mega? The one that's like a, they look like a cross between a Walkman and a bag. They're a really strange thing. I'd never seen one before. I think First time I saw one, Scott Sega Zombie showed one on his channel. He owns one. Anyway, the guy was selling a multi-mega and this game, and the price he had them both up at was ridiculous. So I messaged him and I said, would you consider splitting it and selling Terminator on its own? And he immediately replied, I'd already been thinking about doing that. What would you give me for it? So I said, I don't really like doing offers. Just tell me what you want for it. So he came back, I think he wanted £1 billion or something stupid. And I says, well, no, it's not worth that. Look, if you look at sold listings, you'll see what people have been paying for it. I'm quite happy to pay the going rate. Anyway, back and forth. Eventually, we agreed a decent price. It's in great condition, this. Instructions, disc, there's not a lot else to say about it. It's supposed to be good. I don't know. I haven't played it. But yeah, another one off the list. The list that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, Terminator. Really happy to get that. I like collecting games for the Mega CD. Yeah, I just don't like turning it on because I'm always terrified it's going to explode. Mega Drive. I know this is not supposed to be very good, but again, it's a trilogy. I have the first two. Really enjoyed the first one. I hadn't played it back in the day. I think I played it for the first time last year. Yeah, too hard for me. I couldn't get to the end, but I did enjoy it. I do like a beat 'em up. It's Streets of Rage free. Again, it's in great condition. Not played it. Again, not played it. Really nice manual. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not supposed to be any good. You have to tell me in the comment section why this is the weakest one. Did they put too much into it? Does it not play as well? I don't know. It's typical scrolling beat 'em up. Yeah, I love this sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's Streets of Rage free on the Mega Drive. N64 now. We all know I have a hate relationship with the N64. I've bought. Hang on, I'll just reach because I know somebody who hates people who reach for stuff. I've literally bought 50 of these to trap the N64 games in so they can never get out and upset me. Yeah, 2 N64 games. The first one's a bit rough. I'm hoping it'll tidy up though. It's Lego Racers. This always seems to be utterly destroyed or missing things, and I think it's because it's a bit of a kids game. But I played this on the PC years ago, and I right enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good kart racer. I think the reason it gets destroyed is because rather than having a manual, it's quite a thick book, and I think the book destroys the box. Yeah, I don't know why you need all that. What else we got in here? In here we've also got, this is mint, we've got a card that I don't care about, and we've got a poster that looks like it's never been opened. Yeah, that's never going to get opened again. It's a Lego Racer. It's got some Lego adverts on the back. Yeah, the box is missing, it's got the cart in there, but it's missing a flap. I'm hoping to tidy this up. I think a box protector will make it a lot tidier, to be honest. I'm not going to bore you with me putting this all back together. Yeah, box protectors always make games look tidier, but I'll try and tidy it up a little bit before it goes in. And then finally for the N64, if I don't like this one, I just give up. I will sell them all. Yeah, I've been chasing this one for a while. It's Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yeah, it's an honest copy, as Tootie would say. There's a bit of wear on the corners, a tiny little bit of crushing on the top. But I was really happy with the price on this one. I didn't think I'd get it. I thought I'd get outbid. It's all complete with a cart. What else we got? Really nice instructions book. Never to be looked at again. One of them, whatever it is. And a bit of paper. I don't think I've had one of these before. Advertising the Game Boy and the Nintendo 64. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Never played it. Rubbish, rubbish. Awful. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Terrible. Yeah, yeah. That's my thoughts. Yeah, at least I don't have to buy any more. Yeah, so that's Conker's Bad Fur Day. I have played this on the Xbox, but I think they cut a lot out for the Xbox, which is weird. You'd think they'd add stuff, so they're taking stuff away. I don't know. Very strange. Finally, for the retro, we've got a GameCube game. I've been after this for absolutely ages. Really looking forward to playing this. Do love an RPG. It's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Again, not a cheap game. It's all complete. Nice minty manual and a book thingy. And looks like a picture. Don't know what that is. Do we care? Is anybody looking? Anybody watching? Anybody out there? Comes with a thing. Comes with a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I really fancy playing this one. Never have. I've heard good things about it though. And that's it for the retro. If you're still here, we'll go through the Switch stuff and have a drink. I've got a little pile here. I'm not collecting for the Switch. I think Eddie said a really good comment last week. He has a PS5 collection, but he's not collecting for the PS5. He's just got some games. And I'm the same with the Switch. I have a Switch collection, little one. I am not collecting Switch games. These are just to play. Yeah. Anyway, so we've got Ni no Kuni 2. I really enjoyed the first one. One of my favourite games of last year. I'm hoping this is as good. I don't know if it is. I haven't looked at any reviews. What have we got in here? A little bit of paper, cold thing. Nothing else. Yeah. Bit disappointing, the Switch cases. Mario Kart 8. I love Mario Kart. Got this to play with the... nearly said the little man now. I'm nearly 6'2", and he's well above me. Yeah, he's not been a little man for a long time. Yeah, but we do love a bit of Mario Kart. We haven't played one since the Wii Mario Kart, so I'm really looking forward to giving it a bash. This, really disappointed with this. This is Rad Rogers. Now this was rough and tumble. I had to really dig then, really dig. This was rough and tumble on the Amiga, and it's been redone and rejigged for the Switch. It's lost something. Loved it on the Amiga. It looks stunning on the Amiga. On the Switch, it's just an average platformer. Yeah, don't know. I think some things, you've never heard me saying this before, some things just better left behind. Yeah, yeah. Really gutted. I'll play it on the Amiga. Yeah, I'll be a lot happier. And then finally, we've got a special edition. Oddworld Soulstorm Limited Edition. This has got things in it. I don't know. I've not looked. Slipcase. No people like that. We've got optimized edition. Oh, we've got things. Some cards. Cards. Look. Some cards. In a box. And we've also got a metal tin. I don't know why. Metal tin. Anything in there? Oh, that's quite nice. Hold your Switch cards. Won't use it for that. I do like a little extra. Yeah, I don't think it was very dear. I think it was off Amazon. A few quid. Yeah. Love Oddworld. Is that everything? I think it is. Yeah, that's everything. So that is it for pickups. Yeah, I'm not disappearing. I'm not going. There just won't be any more pickup videos. I have no desire to pick up any more games. When these go in, this wall's full. Several people have said, you know, move shelves, do this, do that. I don't want to. As a collector with serious collecting issues, I want to put this to bed. My New Year's focus is not collecting anything. I'm determined not to. Yeah, we'll see how I get on with that. I may turn up in a video in a few weeks going, I can't. Yeah, look what I've done. But for now, there's no more. So yeah, memories of any of these games. Do you think I've wasted a load more money that I shouldn't have done? Should I have just gone on holiday instead? What are your favourites? Blah blah blah. Thanks for watching. Those who did. Catch you later. Bye bye.